today, people. Okay, so my point is, I feel that couple of things. If you are going to sue someone for defamation, you just fucking sue. It's like I said. Now, a lawyer will tell you not to do this, but I give my legal advice that if you receive the cease and desist in the mail, take a shit on it, literally take a shit on it, and then fold it up and then send it back to the person and make sure the brown is all over it and that they know that you took a shit on it. Because if you ever send me a cease and desist, I will actually take a shit on it and I will send it back to you.
I've gotten one from Bravo. I should have kept going.
Really? I've never gotten one because people know that I will take a shit on it and then they don't want to open it. So I think if you're going to sue someone, you just sue them. You don't talk about how you're going to sue them. You just do it. So I personally feel releasing a statement like this, is actually almost showing your hand as a weakness. That's just me I'm going to sue you if you don't retract this. That's okay, right, we're calling your bluff. Now, Leah's attorney is really smart, has come out and said, we are not retracting anything. And this is the whole lawsuit is based on one man having so much power and trying to intimidate everyone. This is our actual point. And they have actually gone so far as to say Andy's statement helps Leah's case. We're going to use this as evidence because this just proves that one person has so much power. And just like always, he's trying to intimidate Ms. McSweeney and all the others as she's not scared. Do you see what I'm saying? That's their response. They basically said, they also say there's more lawsuits coming, which unless they're filing them, I don't know how they know that. I mean, I have heard there's more coming, but we don't know that for sure. There are more lawsuits coming and there are more people who are going to speak out, McSweeney's lawyer, Gary Edelman, said in this statement. This is statements recent. It doesn't matter what people, this is where I wake up because this is true. It doesn't matter what people say or think, that Andy's a good guy or that you should expect to drink or that you should expect this behavior. What's going to matter is what the law thinks of it. This is where I wake up. I love the business. So it really doesn't matter. The law is the law. You have to apply the letter of the law. Okay. You got it, Sarah? So he says, it doesn't matter. What's going to matter is what the law thinks. And we believe the law thinks this is wrong. I mean, isn't that what a lawsuit's all about, guys? Leah claims that Cohen engaged in cocaine, blah, 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 blah. That Andy Cohen had his counsel and PR agents write a threatening letter to give to the press is hardly surprising. Mr. Cohen is accustomed to using his power in the media to scare and intimidate people like Miss McSweeney so that they will not speak out. Mr. Cohen's attempt to discredit and intimidate Miss McSweeney to deter her from engaging. Hold on, guys. Oh God.
Scroll.
What a nothing burger that is. I mean, the thing cut off. I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry. It's engaging. Oh, wait, hold on. It's attempt to determine from engaging in actions that are legally protected in court is exactly the type of retaliation that we are talking about. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying, look, do you want my opinion? Personally,
yes.
If you want my opinion right now,
yes.
I don't care, blah, blah, blah. Carolyn Manzo has the best case out of all of them. I think she is going to get a lot of money out of court. And I think Leah McSweeney has a case and she is going to get money because it's a protected class. And
what's protected class?
I think.
What does that mean?
Being an alcoholic, being a documented alcoholic.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the law. Clearly, I'm not an attorney.
I think whether it's a money play or not, I personally think Leah's getting money out of court. That's just my opinion. I do.
I don't get it because you came back multiple times. Many other people have come out and said they don't force us to drink.
It's not an airtight case.
I know many people that have been very successful in AA in the program. And for those that are, their sobriety is the most important thing. And other people in AA, they talk about remove yourself from a situation where you could drink. She relapsed prior to the show, continued to film. I don't know. I mean, I know somebody that's a dear friend of Leah's, loves her, says Leah, it's like you. Leah has a great case, that Leah is, that Andy is horrendous. And so they're, I mean, I have a friend.
What dear friend is this?
I'm not going to say, but she's very, very tight with McSweeney and says that
Was she on the shows, or she just is like a New Yorker?
she's got a podcast though.
Huh.
But I'll tell you offline. So
Okay.
I actually think Leah's been on her podcast, but anyhow, I don't understand. And you and I've talked about this. I mean, Nene lost her discrimination lawsuit. Now it's not over. Apparently, there's still something there. And I think we heard when Nene did Bethany's podcast, she greatly regrets. And I think if Greg were still alive, I don't think she would have taken the route that she took.
You know what the difference is, though, to me?
I don't, but maybe these women have big cases. I think Carolyn Manzo has the biggest case to me.
I think she has the biggest case, but I think McSweeney is going to get money. I do. I think she has a case. I really do.
You're far smarter than I am in the legal realm, but to me, Manzo, even though Brandy, I think, has the kind heart, the problem is now everybody knows, men, women on women, guy on guy, whatever you are on whatever. Like, you can't really, unless you're besties with them and you all are drunk for a long time and you're kind of grabbing them, and you and I, like, I mean, if you were like grabbing my crotch, I would think it was hysterical, but you got to be real close with someone, because nowadays people misinterpret that big time, big time.
If you worked for me, which you don't, but if you did, I would not grab your crotch even if I wanted to.
Brandy didn't work for Manzo, but I'm saying, the production, whoever was the head producer, needed to come in at that moment, go, Brandy, enough. Stop. Can't. This is inappropriate. You can't do this.
And if there is footage that someone is saying, help, help, and someone else is just sitting there and saying, we are going to help, but wow, good TV. So let's get up slowly. I think your case is over right there. And there's money. There's money. And I told you, I've heard from a reliable source that the reason Caroline's case didn't settle, from what I was told, is that I think if she wanted A or B or C, but I think she wanted, like, it was so much money that they're just like, no, we're not giving you this. Yeah, I think it sets a bad precedent to start paying everyone off, but we're never going to know. It's signed, NDAs, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's saying, yeah, Leah went back, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that matters. I mean, there's a lot of different claims. Look, there's a lot of stuff in Leah's thing, 109 pages. There's a lot of superfluous stuff. I just think, like, going back, I get it. It's certainly not a good fact, but I just think if the letter of the law is that we discriminated against you because of this, I don't think it matters if you went back and did cartwheels or threw tiki torches. I just think it's, listen, everything you're saying, I believe. Like, listen, I truly believe if someone said, and Lala Kent woke up tomorrow and filming Vanderpump Rules for season 12, and she's about to sign that contract, and she's like, this show is now jeopardizing my sobriety. Like, I mean, she's with child. Okay, so like none of this is going to happen. But I think, like, Lala Kent, yes, I think if Vanderpump Rules and filming it and being in the environment was going to jeopardize her sobriety, I think she would say, I have to turn down the $700,000. I cannot physically film this show. I'm actually worried. I'm actually literally worried. I'm getting in my car. I'm giving my kids to my mother, and I am checking in somewhere, and I'll be back in 6 months. I'm actually fucking freaking out. Yeah, I believe Lala's sobriety is like her number one thing after her children. To your point, I'm agreeing with you that there are people that will forego millions of dollars if it's going to break their sobriety. It's absolutely the top priority for them.
And, sobriety is not linear for most people,
Correct.
Which the other thing is, you and I mean, I've known people who've been sober for 17 years and then go back out drinking. It's very, very tough, which actually that's where I believe Ozempic could work, is they do say that for addicts, it can turn off that noise. Food addicts, alcoholic addicts.
In the beginning, when you put that shot in, I mean, now I'm like, give me my fucking martinis. But in the beginning, girl, yeah, the thought of taking a drink when you do that first few shots is like, it's not even like on your radar. It's so sickening to you. the thought of alcohol. Like you're literally like, I feel like I'm going to throw up. I can't drink is the last thing. It'd be like doing 4 shots of vodka at like 7 a.m. when you woke up and you're not an alcoholic. Like it's just like, you're like, what? Yeah, no, I could see it being used for that.
So, we are often accused of being insensitive on this
Mhm.
podcast. So
We are.
I think that sobriety is not linear. I hope, if Leah was wronged, she's moving forward. And I just think that was a crazy claim for Andy to say, unless he's coming for her with a lawsuit. So it will be interesting to see over the next couple weeks. I'm sure